Hi, my name's Mohit Pandey, and I'm glad to be here along with Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, who's the Group CIO and Group President Business Excellence at Adhunik Group of Industries. Sanjeev has over 25 years of experience contributing to organizations in the capacity of business and IT leader. He's worked across a range of industries, ranging from heavy engineering to consumer durables to auto. A BTech from BIT Sindri and a Master of Management from Pune Universities, he's worked in organizations like Adonic Group, Philips and Polygenta before working at Adhunik Group. Sanjeev's got wide recognition both across India and internationally as not just an IT leader, but as a business leader driving business transformation. Sanjeev, welcome.
Yeah, thanks Mohit.
So Sanjeev, tell us a little bit more about the Adhunik Group of Industries.
First of all, Mohit, thank you for elaborate introduction. Makes me more humble actually. And as far as Adhunik is concerned, it is a steel, mining and power company. The complete business makeup comprises steel business. We have 3 steel plants. We have approximately 12 to 15 mining operations. That ranges from iron ore mine, manganese mine, coal mines, and we have one merchant power unit. 540 megawatt is operational, and remaining 660 into 2 is under project. The unique advantage what Adonic has, it has got complete integration of raw material, be it for steel, like we have our own iron ore, then be it power, we have coal blocks, and we also have one of the largest pellet plant manufacturing facility in eastern part of the country that produces 1.2 million of pellets. Pellets, I would like to introduce, these are a step-through product.
Sure.
If you look at iron ore fine and iron ore, between these pellet is iron-rich pellets, small spherical ball, that reduces production cost of iron making.
Sure.
That's how Adonic is.
Okay. No, great, Sanjeev. Thank you so much for that insight. So, Sanjeev, tell us, Adhunik has been an early adopter of the cloud. We are very interested to know what drove you towards that, and especially, what drove you towards Google Apps for Business.
Mohit, let me tell you this. Adhunik, as I said, it is steel, mining, and power.
Sure.
So when we think about it, it's like very fundamental, like mining, steel, and power, which is happening for the last 100 years.
Old world business.
So, what is making people think to go ahead with technology adoption very fast? Adhunik is very fast in terms of adopting IT tools and technology, be it automation, be it ERP. We have one of the best ERP on place for complete business transactions.
Sure.
And collaboration also. We had taken very fast decision actually when Google was not there even.
Yes.
In the field of cloud and collaboration. So it was launched by one company and we had taken that. We continued with that and we found a lot of potential in bringing cloud-based collaboration tool in the company. And then when Google came, we found many areas. Google Apps is like innovating with the speed and adopting with the speed. That's kind of theme we found there. So we moved ahead with Google.
Sure. So like you mentioned, you were already using a cloud-based email and collaboration solution. So what difference do you find with Google Apps which helped you take this decision of migrating to Google Apps for Business?
In fact, if you look at Google and if we see our employees, people connect.
Sure.
So be it, the person is coming to office and they're doing some work or going home and doing something. If you just try to assimilate these two aspects, 99% of our employees, we found that they are using Gmail for their personal email purpose. And they are quite comfortable. It's nothing like, somebody's training them and then hand-holding them. It's like, self-learning, self-exploring.
True.
So then why not create an atmosphere in the company? Ease of, someone is coming to office and then trying to see that same, the way he's doing there at home. So we thought, why not implement Google?
Sure.
And then it's not only email, but if you look at Hangout,
yes,
where you can do instant messaging, video chat, video call, anytime, anywhere concept.
Sure.
All those, it was readily available. So no training.
Yes.
People are already familiar. Change management is simple, and the day one you implement, productivity goes up, because it's not like there is a inertia or lag between implementation and utilization.
Sure.
Both the things are happening together. It's complete convergence of adoption, utilization, and immediate productivity.
Great. So essentially what you're saying is that you're allowing your employees to work the way they live, right?
Yeah.
In a way, right? So interestingly, you spoke about change management, and you also mentioned that you come from a very, very traditional industry, right? So how did you manage the whole issues around migration and change management? It's quite interesting to know your journey on that.
Change management, whatever you do, small change or big change in the direction of wave, or change against the tide, change is painful.
Yes.
Even if you say that this is a very good change, people will simply reject it.
Sure.
So, but incidentally, or you could say, as a atmosphere that was created when we said that Google is going to be partner.
Sure.
For Adonic, it was like kind of excitement all across.
Sure.
And when it is happening, people started asking this, why it is happening was never a question. When it is going to happen? And I'll tell you, then I asked, like you are asking me, why you're asking, when it is happening? See, we are already using Google.
Yes.
So the moment it comes here, it's like, it's completely seamless.
Sure.
Whether we are here or we are at home, we are connected to colleague from anywhere, kind of, and
Sure.
With so ease and convenience. I'll tell you another thing. There is one application called Google Drive.
Yes.
Now I'll tell you the fantastic part of it, how people have started using it. If you're storing anything very important on Google Drive, you're using a smartphone, Android.
Sure.
Go to your Google Drive, open the attachment, send it to your colleague. So it's not like, you have a very heavy phone, a lighter phone with a good connection.
Sure.
With the Google Drive access,
Sure.
you can do whatever you wish to.
Sure.
So I'll tell you, this is one aspect. Second is, every day it's like, dealing with innovation. Dealing with innovation, like Google is coming out with something and you are experiencing it.
Right.
So people try to explore many things.
Right.
They enjoy a journey of a known place, and they try to do every day something new.
Sure.
So for us, it's like, people are exploring and telling us what they're doing.
So they feel empowered.
Very much.
So Sanjeev, tell us a little bit more on the specific impact you're seeing in an organization. So a lot of it is probably related to the cultural transformation within the organization. So we'd love to hear a little bit more on that.
I was telling you, Mohit, any change, small or big, there is a problem, because human nature resists a lot. Why there is change and all. With Google, what happened? When the change is happening. So that is one excitement what we were very happy actually. The complete team, IT team, was very happy that people are chasing actually other way around when they heard that we are migrating to Google. Second is when the company is already having cloud.
Sure.
Then anytime, anywhere is already there.
Sure.
Mobility is already there. Then what exactly, so that
what changed?
What changed actually?
Sure.
So I'll tell you what happens. Any technology selling happening across the globe, it is sold based on certain perception.
Yes.
If you do this, following will happen. If you do this, following will happen.
Promises.
So there are set of commitments, set of deliverables, and set of belief. Using that, you go ahead with those changes. Initially, we thought Google is having a fantastic, very simple, highly productive, cost-efficient, easily implementable. Day one, there won't be any lag.
Sure.
There won't be any lag in terms of adoption. So we thought, bring it and then see what is the gap between, what is the delta gap between reality and perception.
Sure.
If the perceived benefit and the real benefit both are same, it is the ideal situation.
Sure.
I'll tell you, it's not like because we are recording here and we are talking about Google, even independently, if you ask me, I'll say that there is a delta. The delta is 0 in case of between perception and reality. So they say they deliver. Else what happens? There are many cloud providers.
Sure.
There are many cloud solutions. 60% of them won't come to you. You will struggle. That is there. Technically, that is there. I won't say. But utilization-wise, whether people are able to use, people are able to take benefit, then becomes a question mark. It's working, not working, hanging, and all that.
Sure.
But with Google, we found it works 99.9%.
Sure.
If you attempt.
Sure. So what you're essentially saying is that your people were able to take the advantage of the promised benefits right from day one.
And they could learn, explore.
And learn and explore accordingly. Right. Great.
It's not like, somebody is not given training, so we are not using it.
Right. Right.
So it's like, I'll tell you, any software product today, if you see on internet, if it is generating interest, people explore.
Sure.
Suppose you're touring a place and it is fantastic, natural beauty, you go on exploring it.
Sure.
Without feeling tired.
Yes.
Similarly, with Google, we have seen that people have started exploring themselves.
Sure.
And when we reach there, have you tried it? They have already tried it.
Right.
It's like that.
Brilliant. Wonderful. So, what was your aha moment, Sanjeev? So, while you talk about benefits, was there something which you didn't expect and happen? So is there any experience around that you'd like to share?
See, the first aha, there were many actually, not one. It was like perpetual.
Right.
So far. The first was, we were thinking, let us be prepared like a firefighting before we do any change management.
Sure.
Like, having so many firefighters all around, and then do it. There'll be outage, there'll be hue and cry,
downtime,
there'll be downtime, blackout, there'll be dissatisfaction, there'll be a lot of grumbling all around.
Sure.
So be ready. And I took a big meeting.
Yes.
Of all team members.
Sure.
All locations. It was video connect meeting and all. And then we also took in one or two instances our partner.
Sure.
Between Google and Adonic. So we said that, look, we are bringing this change. So we want this change ideally to happen overnight without any blackout, outage, and without any hue and cry, grumbling. That's the target. So this is a very simple target, and generally we all try to do. And I was a bit prepared that I'll be getting call from my senior level, peer level colleagues that, Sanjeev, I'm supposed to get something and it's not coming.
Yes.
Something is happening. And I'll tell you, there's nothing to exaggerate. It happened overnight without outage. MX pointer was changed and mails were taken into backup.
Wow. And
immediately all points were up.
Wow.
Immediately. So and then I'll tell you,
it's almost like flipping a switch.
Yes, and then we were thinking afterwards that this is not working.
Sure.
Obvious, I'll tell you, when you implement any IT system, anything per se, this is not working. Or this I'm unable to get. We're not getting anything. So we realized for a day or two that something has gone wrong. Nobody's complaining. Because if you're not getting any complaint, something is grossly wrong actually. And it was really pleasant. So it was aha moment actually.
Right. Wow. So almost an overnight migration without any downtime and no complaints.
No complaints.
Wow, that's brilliant. So tell me something. This is a question which I hear a lot from people who are evaluating moving on to a cloud-based solution or when they're looking at Google Apps. Security. So what was your view of security and how did you handle these security related questions, and especially coming from a very, very traditional enterprise which is into steel and mining and everything? I'm sure you've probably gone through that journey. So tell us a little bit more on that.
Mohit, if you ask me, security is something, it's very difficult to define. What you think it's secured,
sure,
and when you say that it is unsecured. There's nothing like, you would say that if you do following, it will be fully secured.
Sure.
Or you have done everything, and still, vulnerability is not there.
Sure.
It's very difficult, to decide between these two. So, what we assess as a decision maker, adequate security, like security which is adequate, sufficient, meeting the requirement, that is there or not there.
Sure.
So with Google, so far in 1 year, we have not seen anything, anything vulnerable, something is coming in or something of that sort.
Sure.
So, unless you experience, how to comment. So it's secure.
Great. Yeah. I love it. The other question, and we spoke about it a little bit earlier, was on change management. And especially when people are used to working in the traditional form of working, using the same old, tools like, Outlook and others. Did you face any challenges in terms of that kind of change management?
Not really. I'll tell you, as I said, when people are using Gmail, and the look and feel is exactly that.
Sure.
And for so many number of years. So we have not faced any challenge as such.
Okay. Great.
In bringing those change and then telling people, educating them, training them, or productivity has gone down because people have not seen it earlier.
Yes.
So I'll tell you, it's a very unique convergence of internalization, productivity, and change management happening together.
Wow. Very nice. So what are your plans now moving forward from here, plans for the future in terms of your IT infrastructure and email and collaboration infrastructure within the Adhunik Group of Industries?
So few things, Mohit, we have done. One is that migrating to Google.
Yes.
And we are enjoying innovation which is happening at your back office. And people have started using Android phone. Okay. Android tab, yeah. So there's one, but it is a double-edged sword.
Sure.
Let me tell you, because today we give a kind of a notch up to Google because of their speed in simplicity, innovation, etc.
Sure.
So I would suggest, because cloud has got advantage.
Sure.
You can enter, you can exit.
Yes.
So as long as you are doing this, we'll be really enjoying and then extending benefit to our people, our company. It will give return to business.
Sure. Finally,
directly or indirectly. Because people productivity goes up, say 2%, 5%, kind of return company gets immense.
Sure.
So that can be seen actually when you visit our campuses.
Okay. Yeah. So Sanjeev, we have a lot of folks from the IT and IT heads and CIOs who are, probably listening to you and seeing you right now, and who are also taking advantage of your experience, which you've gone through so far, which we just spoke about. What's your advice to all the folks out there who are sitting on the edge or who are still evaluating whether they should move on to the cloud and on the Google platform or not? What would you have to say to them?
I'll tell you, the message to my friends, because there's no end. One can go on evaluating, one can go on assessing things, endlessly. I'll tell you, benefit comes when you take things immediately, because the time has come when the fast is going to eat the slow. If you're going to be faster in the race, you'll be a winner. Your business will be a winner. So I don't think the time is still there where people will go on thinking, analyzing and all. One has to take decision.
Right.
Decision making has to be there.
Sure. Yeah. So essentially what you're saying is that, we can continue to, evaluate and reevaluate, but I guess like what you did, define your framework and decide on the path which one would want to take.
I'll tell you another thing, because...
And the benefits are worth it. That's what you're saying.
Mohit, another thing I'll tell you, because many people think that cloud is going to be costly. But I'll tell you, this is completely, it's more than 100% wrong.
Okay.
According to me. Moving to cloud is far more cheaper, better, and you are getting one of the best technology for your company.
Sure. Lovely. Thank you so much, Sanjeev. It was a pleasure having you on board and talking to you, and sharing with the rest of the world on best practices which you've adopted and the advantages which you brought into your organization. Thank you so much. Let's continue to engage and help bring innovation to your organization, like you rightly pointed out. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you on board.
Thank you. It's my pleasure as well.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you, and hope to see you all soon. Thanks.